again, we talked through a very traumatic gear related, pour one out for all the gear lost in the making of that record and that flood. If you don't know what we're talking about, go listen to the episode that we did with Christine, because there's a lot in there. What a story. But all that being said, on a happier gear related note, what's the one thing that really just drives the process for you and brings you all of that creative joy?
Tuning pedals. if I had to bring one thing, it would be my fucking tuner, even if I didn't have.
Which one? Okay, well now we gotta get specific.
TU3, and I'm very passionate about that.
The Boss TU3.
Yes, the Boss TU3. I've been through so many other tuners and always have issues, to the point of where I'm wondering if the issue is something else, but like I always get random notes flashing at me from tuners, except for the fucking TU3. So
wow, big shout out to Boss. Okay, this is honestly for any non-guitar players out there. For guitar players, I think you probably get it. You've probably come across a TU3 or a Boss tuning pedal. But for any non-guitar players, the tuning pedal of choice for a seasoned musician touring, it's like it can be a highly debated. Nick, honestly, even within our own band, Tom, we've debated, people go back and forth like this one's accurate within this many cents, and I hate strobe tuners, it's the worst invention ever, and be like, then other people are like, that's the only way to actually get it accurate, and everything in between. And I feel like every guitar player, it's like this very personal relationship that you have with your guitar and the tuner and how it responds.
On the guitar cart that I have in the studio right now, I have both a strobe tuner and a regular tuner, because people
choose your own adventure. Where do we land on Snark's style tuners, clip-on tuners? Do you ever?
I mean,
neutral.
You just look like a loser, but but like,
whoa, hold on.
Oh no. Well, like for personal at home, absolutely. But like you wouldn't go on stage with that.
Does this look uncool?
100% case.
It does. Honestly, it does. As I say it, I know it does. But like, it's functional. It's function, not fashion.
It is. Okay? No, absolutely.
It's like sweatpants.
Yes. You know what? There actually is a large part of me that is very pro Snark. Like I do like, okay. The reason why I chose tuner pedal is it's just kind of a pool kids like joke. We always are just talking about the importance of like when smaller bands are like asking for advice and like what's the most important thing, we're just like tuner pedals, like get a fucking tuner, because you see, whatever. Anyway,
get in tune, losers.
Yes, get in tune, losers.
You sound terrible. Get in tune.
Exactly, just get in tune and you'll sound twice as good. Anyway, but that's like why I chose that. But it's sometimes we joke about like we'll see like a band with like Snarks or whatever, and we'll be like rolling our eyes or whatever, but I'm like, no, okay, at least they're in tune. Like they still are functional, we should, rather than like giving shade to the Snark users, just be happy they're in tune,
Wow. This is really quickly drawing so many horrific parallels to like my youth and like the like skateboarders versus inline skaters. I'm not going to tell you which one I was, but I will tell you that my girlfriend gives me shit about it every time it comes up. So you can give your best guess there. You've got a 50-50 shot. But I feel like this is what we're getting into. Yeah. And also now this is a really interesting question and debate in general, Tom. So Christine, thank you for bringing this up. I appreciate it. I also enjoy the TU3. We roll those. There's been plenty. Actually, what's funny is I think I was a Polytune guy for a very long time. True bypass, nothing crazy, but had like interestingly enough, had like a multi-string tuning function to it that I never actually used and was hella suspicious about anyway from the start. I was like, in what context are you actually tuning that way?
I am on the same page with that. Like, I'm like, what?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's a bell and whistle thing where it's just like, really, you gotta just strum a chord and tune it. I mean, I get the idea behind it, but I would never trust it in play.
Tuner pedals are the type of pedal that it doesn't need bells and whistles. You know what I mean? Like, I will say for a while,
it's a workhorse.
Yeah, for a while I've been using the like Ernie Ball tuner that is also a volume swell, which I love that's like multifunctional. But I guess I don't want to. There's something bad about it, but I don't want to throw shade to anything like Ernie Ball, so I'm not going to.
Well, everything has pros and cons. There is no, and that's the thing too, where it's just like there's always going to be a give and take, right? Sometimes you find the perfect producer. However, you're going to have to try to survive a flood at the end of the record. You know, these things happen.
I'll just say it because maybe then they'll fix it. I have to stomp on it. I've had 2 now, and they both have the same issue after playing on it for a couple tours. You have to stomp really hard to get it to actually fully cut out, or else if you just like turn it off like normal, you can hear it. You can hear me tuning. So I have to like apply pressure to get it to like actually cut out. Yeah. So that's the con.
Well, that's it, but that's okay. But see, and that's the thing too, where it's like you know, sometimes space on a pedal board is at a premium. So if you can combine things like that, that's a nice upside. And there's a way to pivot. You know, wow, man, amazing. Tom never ceases to amaze with these Gear Candy episodes. I'm just like, ooh, what, you know, you gonna pick a guitar? What are you gonna pick a vocal mic? No, you're gonna pick a TU3 and we're gonna sit here debating and you're gonna call me a loser in front of everybody because I use a snark on the acoustic that I haven't played in like 6 months.
Okay, acoustics, I also feel like snarks are more acceptable on acoustics. You know?
Well, yes, I agree with that, but thank you for trying to, you know, make me feel less bad. Yeah, no, it's okay. I'll stand by it. Also, what's interesting is like sometimes I'll just keep that on there, or even when I have to, when we're doing acoustic stuff on tour, I will leave that on there as a secondary kind of tuner thing, just as like I will reference whether it's like, you know, a Boss thing before the DI, and then I'll also have that. You know, because it's interesting if I have to tune that while the rest of the band is vamping. Sometimes with an acoustic, either the DI or like whatever, it'll resonate and tuners will go kind of funky because it's just effectively a huge microphone when there's like low end and subs in a venue going. So sometimes I'm just like, give me the snark as well. So like by worst case scenario, one of them will kind of pick up something if I need to like tune quick in between, you know, a couple measure break or something. But so there, take that.
That's funny. I have a TU3 and the Ernie Ball one. Yeah, but now you're selling me on the snark. Now I'm like, because I
no, don't get a snark. The snarks are mine. You never have it. If I see you out there with a snark, we're gonna fight.
You're gonna be like, loser.
Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna heckle the crap out of you.
Yeah, Christine, you're fine. You're fine. You can grab the Polytune clip. It's the Polytune, but on a clip. So
best
of
both worlds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. I think we've thrown enough shade at effectively everything now in the realm of tuners. So we can call it a day.
Yeah. We're good. We're good. Maybe bigger display. I want the biggest display though.
Okay, fair.
That's the Polytune. That's what I'm saying. The Polytune had a very like a 2x2 screen.
The Korg one, pitch black. That had the huge display.
No, I don't have my analog board with me here. Things like that are important. Or you can just cheat like us and just go to full computer, you know? I didn't say that though. But anybody that cares knows. But yeah, it's like that. Then you go to Helix World.
Which we actually are Andy is on a HX Stomp or whatever it's called now. And he might be upgrading to the big one, and then I might be buying his. So we're converting.
Whoa, Gear Candy bonus.
Yeah.
Look at this. Incoming. This is huge. If you go listen to their band, if you don't, and that's a serious statement. There's some tones. There's tones. And so that's a ringing endorsement. We found it. It's just like anything else. There's what, Tom? There's pros and cons, right? But it's about what you need out of it. So that's awesome. Wow. I can't wait to see Pool Kids full digital. Yes.
Yeah, one day.
Well, I look forward to it. Thank you again, Christine. What a wonderful Gear Candy. Now stay in tune. And I'm glad you know your preferences and at the same time aren't afraid to branch out potentially as a band. That's awesome. Well, you heard it here. Yeah. Tuner. Go get a tuner. Okay. Get it. Also, whatever, if you have one, get a better one, or don't.
Or don't.
Doesn't matter.
Or get a snark. Fuck it.
Yeah, we're fuck it. We're
Be
snarking. Wow.
Cool.
Holy moly.
Mark that one.
I love where this went. That one's getting marked. Okay. Well, we will talk to you soon, and keep me updated if and when you ever decide to change tuners.
Will do.
Music to my ears every